Welcome to ELH 4x4 Doing Stuff. We're back out at the property. We accomplished what we set out to do. There's a little hint of what's going on. And this is what we got. Kubota L2502 with the front end loader, the brush cutter, box blade. And it's broke already. I don't even have barely 2 hours on it. And nothing. All right. But I think it's electrical. We're in neutral on our shuttle speed. Neutral in the gear select. Float on our 3-point hitch controller. Park and brake on. Clutch in neutral. Even if maybe if I press the brake even harder, nothing, right? We'll take pressure off of the seat. I'm going to sit down and listen for a click. All right, so we know that the safety switch for the seat is working. So now I think I did something to, oh yeah, the PTO is off. So, you know, I had it through some pretty thick stuff over back in here. Maybe a branch hit one of the wires or whatever. But I had the PTO off and I stood up to check something and it immediately shut off. So I think it's a safety switch related. So let's get underneath and see what's going on. All right, obviously we're underneath the vehicle. We're going to look for connectors. And pressure switches. Okay, that's the all right, I'm gonna fiddle around, and if I can find something, I'll let you know. And then we'll go to, I brought a, you know, one of those starter switches out and see if we can start it that way. So I ended up taking off the little transmission hump cover, and this is the PTO safety switch, little plastic thing. You can hear the, right? So there we go, that's our problem. No big deal. Now, in theory, it should stay running when I sit on the seat. Yeah, you can hear that relay. All right, let me you go look at that while I'm trying to do this. Right, so I'm sitting on the seat. There you go. All right, so I knew it was electrical, but like I said, I had it for 2 hours and I thought I had it engaged. I thought I had the PTO disengaged, which I did. It's just that the switch broke. So I didn't see anything where, like, I hit a branch. You know, you hear people talking about, you know, they ran over a branch or something and this, that, and the other. But that's all it is. It's a little plastic switch, micro switch, and it barely even touches the PTO arm, right? So that's a bad design anyway. All right, well, I could either get a replacement that or bypass it, you know, and just be careful when using implements. All right, so let's get into some action, man. I'm going to hook you up on here. We're going to drive this thing around, cut some more grass. I'm glad it was something that was found really easy. So, all right, let's get some work done. But this is what I got, right? Let's talk about this for a second. So, I got what's called the package deal. Right, it comes with the front end load, the front loader. It comes with a brush cutter, the box blade, and a trailer. But since I already have a trailer, I don't need to park another trailer somewhere. I got a quick detach upgrade and some other things like the insurance and stuff like that, at the cost of what the package deal was. So yeah, let's get this orange thing going. But first, I want to adjust this back tire so it sits closer to the ground and a little bit more even. So I'm going to do that, and all that is just moving these around. But I got to get this thing fired up, take some weight off of that, and then yeah, anyway. All right, we're cat side. I got the panel taken off of where the air conditioning components are. And I don't know if you can see that, but we got a leak at this hose here. You can see some dye. So either I've replaced the hose or see if I can put another hose clamp on it, see if that fixes it. All right, we're gonna wrap this video up. We got the Kubota PTO switch bypassed, 2 hours, and the switch broke, right? Which would have left somebody stranded. But because we used logic and did a visual inspection first, we were able to determine that the switch was bad. So, like I said, I'm going to wrap it up. I still got a little bit of work to do, and I guess we'll see you at the next one. Thanks for watching, and take care.